is on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Darnold on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Check, 59, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Darnold. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bryce Love, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
Shotgun now from Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
A gain of 14.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the toss, Drake going left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On first and goal, Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. From the gun, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
6-0 our score after 1.
Score Jets 6. Cardinals nothing. Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Running to start the drive is Love. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check, 59. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Love. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
59 mark, check, 59.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Got a man, it's Mims. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
59 mark, check, 59. Watch the pass.
Throwing again is Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And this carries into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Drake. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
On the play.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Flushed out right. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
No game.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. 3rd down here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
24 yards.
That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Murray Flush to his right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, T. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. He don't know no better. 59.
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. 59. Mike 59. Mike 59. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now it's Darnold. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. First down, Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
9-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Murray to air it out again. Eluding the pressure right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
To number 10,
DeAndre Hopkins.
Touchdown,
as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And remember, he had 1 blocked earlier. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a game.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to take Murray fighting, lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Drake, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. That wants some type of...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it, because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st and 10, Darnold airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
59 mark. Strip the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike, check, 59. Mike 59. Right here.
To throw is Darnold. He'll air this one out from Mims. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Now Darnold. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Who that? Who that? Mike's 59. Mike's 59. And 80. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike, check.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Airing it out deep for Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
21, Jets 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Kenyon Drake.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 27-yard
Got to
line.
figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
52's the mic. 52's the mic.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Back to throw, Darnold. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. Sheds off the tackle, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Love again. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breshad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Tucker McCann set to...
McCann's got it teed up. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
47-yard line.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. They find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Like this. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bryce Love. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
For the extra point.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
The ball carrier.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll air this one out from Mims. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And no, they can't connect on the pass, so that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.